Polling began at 8 o'clock local time, but hundreds of voters arrived early to beat the heat and the crowds. 3 political groups put up candidates: the Colorado Party, the National Blanco Party, and the Broad Front, a coalition including communists, socialists, independents, and Christian Democrats. The elections end ruled by the military, which seized control in 1973 to crush labor unrest and attacks by leftist guerrillas. Even now, though, the military is not too happy about relinquishing power. 2 leading politicians are banned from standing in elections, and 1 is in jail. Candidate for the Broad Front is 78-year-old Juan Jose Cortigini. He's a substitute for former General Seregni, one of those politicians barred by the government from taking part. The Broad Front is expected to do well in elections for the Montevideo Municipal Council, but the Colorado Party and the National Blanco Party are likely to dominate in Parliament. The Broad Front won only just over 18% of the vote during polling in parliamentary elections in 1971. Ex-President Jorge Pacheco Areco is only one of the 2 candidates fielded by the Colorado Party, which has ruled Uruguay for all but 8 years of this century. The new president of Uruguay, 48-year-old lawyer Julio Sanguinetti. He won a clear victory in national elections that put an end to 11 years of military rule. Jubilant Uruguayans poured onto the streets, and a mile-long parade of brightly decorated cars streamed through Montevideo, their horns honking to celebrate the return to democracy. Sanguinetti's moderate Colorado Party took nearly 40% of the country's 2 million votes. The new leader is an experienced politician who was first elected to Congress at the age of 25. He served 3 terms before becoming Industry and Labor Minister, and then Minister of Education and Culture before the military coup in 1973. Sanguinetti violently opposed the military regime in 1980 while debating a new constitution which would have given the military a permanent vote in the country's affairs. And at last year's party leadership elections, he emerged as the strongest Colorado leader. The new government will face heavy economic and social problems. Helping Uruguay emerge from what has been termed as the most totalitarian regime in all of South America will be no easy task.